ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. Finds Pickens out right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. First carry for Najee Harris.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Olszewski now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Gunnar Olszewski.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. First Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Here we go. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. Come on, boys.
Play action. It's Burrow.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Now Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11, 12, 11, 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Miles Murphy, he's the one who got in there and hit him for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
from the 24 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Pickett.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd down. Here's Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
11 mighty.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Bengals at 6-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1.
On 1, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Gun.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
and they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
11 MT Kate.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon
With career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Got his man, it's Warren.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And he's going to go down. He was sacked. They push him back to the 34.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
3rd and long for Pickett.
And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
11.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Shoves him aside. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This time Burrow will look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Gun.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Twelve.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he is caught. Able to avoid him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll give it to Mixon. quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Mixon bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over a first down here at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Going up top.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Let's go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Hurry, hurry. Ready, ready.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that is taken in by Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they go play action now. Burrow flush to his right.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 1. Ready?
2nd and 5.
11.
Now Burrow.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Touchdown!
Irv Smith Jr. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They begin the drive with McFarland.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Running left, it's Warren.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
In motion right here comes Johnson.
19 tight.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Pickett.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Warren will try the right side.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Pickett back to throw.
Dancing to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
from 19 yards away.
And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A first throw for the backup
you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
60 by 6.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike Hilton, he came up nicely there and dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
On the option, Trubisky.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, McFarland.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 33-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Got his man, it's Warren. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a